Okay, so now I'm going to go over the paid time off. So we provide paid time off benefits to eligible employees to use for vacation, sick leave, bereavement, and jury duty. Eligible employees are encouraged to use PTO when school is not in session during the regular school year, so that's August through May. Therapists and paraprofessional employees who have worked with us for at least 12 months will be granted 21 hours of PTO effective May 1st, 2021, which can be used with manager's approval. Eligible employees begin accruing PTO upon hire based on the following tables. However, eligible employees may not use PTO until after completing 6 months of continuous employment. Your accrued PTO is accessible via your employee login with ProService. And so you'll go to proservice.com and it should take you here. And then you're going to click Login, Employee Portal, and then it'll take you to this login screen. Of course, you'll use your own username and password. If you haven't created an account with them yet, you'll register for one. And it's pretty easy. All you really need is your first and last name and your social security number. So as a paraprofessional, this includes DOE, RBTs, and skills trainers. You normally work 35 hours a week, so 7 hours a day, 5 days a week. At the completion of 6 months of continuous employment, PTO may be used as it is accrued with management approval according to the following table. And so you will start accruing PTO upon hire, and you'll earn 0.0193 hours for every hour that you worked. And at the end of the fiscal year, you should have accrued at least 35 hours or 5 days. And the maximum PTO you can accumulate is 70 hours or 10 days. Your annual leave amount is based upon work hours up to 1,820 hours per fiscal year, excluding overtime. And for the purpose of this policy, the fiscal year starts on August 1st and ends on July 31st. PTO hours are not included in the calculation of overtime hours. PTO does not accrue for eligible employees during a leave of absence without pay. Employees are required to use available PTO when taking time off from work, and employees are not allowed to take unpaid time off until available PTO hours have been exhausted. PTO time will not be approved for weekend hours. PTO may be taken in a minimum of half-hour increments. A full PTO day is equivalent to 7 hours of paraprofessional employees. Carryover of unused PTO is allowed at the end of the fiscal year. However, PTO will accumulate up to a maximum of 70 hours or 10 days. Employees who reach the maximum will no longer accrue PTO until their balance goes below the maximum amount allowed. It is the employee's responsibility to monitor their PTO balance. Pay is not offered in lieu of using PTO hours. Employees must submit requests for PTO through our Google form as far in advance as possible, but no later than 3 weeks prior to the start of the requested PTO. So the Google forms that are being talked about here, that would be the time off request form and the vacation request form. Employees must ensure that they have enough accrued PTO available to cover the dates requested, and requests will be evaluated based on a number of factors, including but not limited to operating and staffing requirements and for company management discretion. The company reserves the right to require a physician's certificate for any absence from work for an employee's own injury or illness, and unused PTO is paid out upon separation of employment except in instances of employee misconduct. So employees must remain in good standing in order to be paid out for your PTO. Paraprofessional employees who also perform therapy in the home with medical insurance clients will adopt the PTO policy that applies to the paraprofessional employees only.